What's up, your boy Domuto. We're back with another video today. We're watching UnrealEntGaming. And we're watching Beyond Dragon Ball Super. Whis prepares to train Beerus. Beast Gohan surprises destroyer Gardox. Alright, Beerus ready to train again. Okay. And then Whis destroy Gardox. Okay, and Beast Gohan. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Surprises Gardox. Alright. I'm ready to get into it, man. You know what I'm saying? This story's pretty good so far, man. So let's see what UnrealEntGaming got in store for today.
As our story now continues back within Universe 7, with Goku, Vegeta, and Broly now being informed by Universe 16's Angel that God of Destruction Ferrix had looked to speak with them, as with Goku and Vegeta shown being hesitant on agreeing upon having to leave with the Angels, when Vegeta then went on to respond, "So this destroyer of yours, Lord Ferrix, was it? What business does this God of Destruction have in wanting to speak with the three of us face to face within his universe for?" Vegeta questions. Because if that destroyer has anything that he wants to say, then he can go and come back onto this planet and say what he has to say here, with Angel Rizal responding, "Now while I don't intend to sound gauche, nor do I wish to sound vague, but, well, Lord Ferrix would much rather want to address you all in a far more comfortable and motivating setting, if you will." Well, what do you guys think? Goku then went on to look on over by then questioning, because it sounds like whatever this God of Destruction is looking to talk to us about is likely something that is very important, especially if he wants for all three of us to go over there. "Well, I don't buy it," Vegeta responds, "especially not after what happened with Lord Cobra, so we could be walking into a trap if we go. It's too risky," with Goku chiming in, "Yeah, you might be right, so, well, how about we all agree to go over to his universe only if he promises to come back here into ours in case something were to go wrong, so that way in case there are any issues between us, we can go and settle them all here," with Champa then having to chime in, "Now you just hold on there for just a moment, Angel. How come Lord Ferrix only wants to talk to Beerus' annoying little mortals for? What about my universe, Rizal? Universe 6 is also home to some very powerful Saiyans, including Universe 6's legendary assassin, so what's the big idea here? Does Lord Ferrix think that my universe isn't any good or worthy or something? And so cough it up and tell us since you're already here, because my universe is far superior in mortal numbers than Beerus is here in the 7th. And so what is it, huh?" With Angel Rizal responding, "Well, I must say that while I understand your concerns in having Lord Ferrix consider this universe's mortals over yours, if anyone should remember on how unforgiving Lord Ferrix can truly be, then that person should be you, Lord Champa. For you do, of course, happen to remember on what Lord Ferrix is like when challenged, don't you? And so I would advise for you to stand down and away from Lord Ferrix's business with Lord Beerus and his universe, or you wouldn't want to go and have him call for you next." But then, it was only from out of nowhere now during his conversation with Champa, where Vegeta had now gone as far as to chime right into the middle of the conversation by then responding, "Hey you, on second thought, we'll all agree and we will go, all three of us. That's what this God of Destruction requested, right? So then fine, we'll go and see what he wants, as long as we get to dictate the pace, along with getting some answers out of him as well. Got it? So if you agree, then we'll agree as well." With Rizal having to then respond, "Wait, so you mortals all agree to come and leave with me now then? Interesting, and while I cannot promise you that you'll be able to dictate anything within Lord Ferrix's universe, you have my word that I will do what I can to have any and all of your questions and concerns that you may have for Lord Ferrix to be answered." Wait, seriously, Goku questions? So we're all just going to agree and just go? But what about what we just talked about and how all of this could be some kind of a trap for us? As Broly went on to step
forgot about Gohan, like, they were talking about Gohan last chapter.
So we should all go and see what this God of Destruction wants.
Oh, hey, I know y'all seen the Dragon Ball Super leaks though for the new chapter. I'm gonna check that one out. I skipped all of the Cell Max shit because I was like I watched it on my own time, but it was just kind of like, it was pretty much the same, a little bit different stuff. They added some stuff here and there, you know, blah blah blah. It was still the same. That's why I didn't waste my time even watching it. You know what I'm saying?
from the three of us while also getting what we want out of him. So
I will watch the next chapter.
Wait, you too, Broly? Oh, well, so much for the plan then, I guess. Well, what are you just standing around for, Kakarot? Hurry it up and let's get a move on before we decide to go and leave without you, Vegeta then went on to respond. You're wasting valuable time here, so get moving. With Rizal then having to question, well, he's not wrong, Saiyan, but if I didn't know any better, I reckon that you're the Saiyan that I heard that possesses the power of Ultra Instinct that had beaten Lord Reno, am I right?
You're right.
Yes, as I'm sure that Lord Ferrix would love to go and have a word with you, with Goku responding, ah, well, what the heck then, right guys? Well, alright, I'm in, and yeah, I actually am, Goku responds. So you guys over in the 16th universe heard about our dealings with Lord Reno here in the 7th too, huh? With Angel Rizal responding, yes, something like that, but splendid. And now that everyone has agreed to all tag along, I would suggest for you all to hold on tight before we go, for this may in fact be a little bit of a bumpy ride while on our way there. Well, hold on now before you all go, Whis went on to chime in. There are a few things that I would like to make very clear to the three of you that I do want you all to please bear in mind,
Whis,
for this isn't anything that any of you should go and overlook either, Whis continues. So before you all venture off into Universe 16, I would go and advise extreme cautions in your dealings with Lord Ferrix, because even though he may not be as hot-headed as some of the other gods of destruction and can be reasonable, he is also very unpredictable, so your one and only sole motive should be to aim for a peaceful dialogue and nothing more, as provoking him would not be very wise for either of you.
You tell these
do,
niggas that. You tell Goku and Vegeta that
strategist shit. With a very long streak of cruelty under his title as a destroyer, so you should only be there to engage in a productive dialogue and not challenge his authority, as Goku then went on to respond, it'll be fine, Whis, and besides, I don't think that Lord Ferrix would be looking for a fight without directly challenging one of us to one, right? And so you don't have anything to worry about, and besides, we have Broly here with us in case something were to go wrong, and so you can go and count on us to be the reasonable ones here, isn't that right, Vegeta? No, you're so annoying, you know that? And just what the hell are you even yapping about, Kakarot? He's being serious here, and therefore you should be serious about this too. This isn't a game, and so we will need to be on guard the entire time that we're there. So stop treating this like it's nothing and get it together, you idiots. Now hurry it up and let's go. To which, as all three Saiyans, including Angel Rizal, were then shown leaving, was when Champa then went on to chime in. Ha! Those Universe 7 Saiyans are walking right into their destruction, especially that annoying Goku, for that Saiyan's the biggest imbecile.
You always hate,
nigga.
Nigga, Universe 7 saved your life, nigga.
About how they went and screwed everything up once they arrive in Universe 16. It's like watching moths fly right into the fire, but I am rather curious on what Lord Ferrix wants to go and talk to these Saiyans about, because now I'm rather very much intrigued, with Whis having to then chime in. Well, I'm sure that whatever this may happen to involve will likely have something to do with some of the recent events that were shown taking place around here, if anything. Yeah, well, these are Beerus's cronies that we're talking about after all, and so nothing that comes out of this universe surprises me anymore, Champa went on to chime in, but at least I was able to go and find some closure in learning of what happened here today, and so it's about time that Beerus got taken down a peg, because it's been a long time coming, and guess what else? It looks like his strongest mortals now are just about to go and get it too, and I can't wait to hear all about it when it happens. So no offense or anything, Whis, but, well, this universe is a complete circus, you know that? But I'm glad that Beerus got what he had coming, because now I'm going to go and tell everyone all about it. Isn't that right, Vados? Well, I really wouldn't talk so boldly if I were you, Lord Champa, Vados responds, because did you happen to already forget that it was Universe 7 who went and brought us all back from Erasure during the Tournament of Power? So, well, don't you think that you ought to be a bit more grateful towards Universe 7, with Champa having to then respond, grateful schmateful, that was then and this is now. So just you wait until the others get a load of what happened here today. So it's been nice chatting with you, Whis. And so do go and tell Beerus that I send my regards along with my laughter at him for failing. Ha ha! See you later, Universe
Damn.
7! To which moments later, as both Vados and Champa were then shown having to make their exit and having to leave Beerus' planet, was when Whis then went on to say to himself, well, this was quite the eventful day, and dare I even say one of the most eventful days in recent memory, and especially with all that's been shown having to happen here today, and so, well, let's just all hope that things don't continue to go and get any worse around here, and especially for Goku, Broly, and Vegeta, since I don't believe that Lord Ferrix simply wants to go and talk to them, but I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens when they return, or, well, if they return for that matter, for those three have certainly looked as though they have garnered a whole lot of unwarranted attention lately. Alright, now listen up and listen very closely, Whis, because enough is enough, and the opportunity couldn't be greater than what it is now. An unsuspecting Beerus went on to appear from behind, and with those Saiyans gone alongside those other gods of destruction, Beerus continues, I am now finally free of all external distractions around here and doing what it is that I need to do.
Yes,
For it's time for me to go and redefine my limits and go far beyond what I was ever known to previously be capable of, and so now let us proceed and start with the training immediately, Whis, with the surprised Whis being shown responding, well, this is certainly a very unexpected and yet, dare I say, pleasantly shocking surprise, Lord Beerus, but am I mistaken, or is that my signature weighted training outfit that I made and had you wear a very long time ago when I first started training you? With Beerus responding, yes it is, as this is more than just a desire for me to go and improve, for this is now a necessity, Whis. For my recent epiphany has now shown me the path to true strength, and I intend to fully go through with it. And because of this, I've realized something very crucial, especially after experiencing all that I did here today, and that is that my potential is far greater than what I was ever shown having to achieve before. With Whis responding, well, goodness, and here I thought you went off to go and grab something to eat after your battle with Lord Reno, and to go far beyond anything you were ever shown having to achieve before. Interesting, and what exactly is it that you had in mind for us to go and do, Lord Beerus? With Beerus responding, if I intend to become the strongest god of destruction among all of them, then you must be willing to do anything and everything you can to train me, no matter the price that I'd have to pay. And so we'll start and go about this in stages, beginning with the training suit that you see here, Beerus continues, and no matter how brutal and no matter how dangerous, don't stop until I have evolved, got it? As my aim is not only to evolve myself as a destroyer, but to also be capable of mastering Ultra Instinct, which is a skill that has been my Achilles heel for a very long time now. With Whis responding, well, my oh my, how truly wonderful it is to hear you express such a desire for change, Lord Beerus. And as your decision to transform your approach as both a destroyer and to resume your quest in wanting to master Ultra Instinct like how Goku has, is truly, dare I say, commendable, Lord Beerus. And so how exactly do you wish for us to go and do this, Whis questions? Shall we go and start by focusing on your foundational skills first, Lord Beerus, or do you wish for us to go and jump straight into the advanced techniques? And with how you wish for us to go back to the way I used to train you in stages, how do you envision our approach to each one while we train? With Beerus responding, now you go and leave that Goku out of this, Whis, as I'll go and make sure good and damn well that he isn't the only one in this universe to wield it, and so we will start by timing the first stage of my training, beginning with the weighted training suit here, and then from there, we will go and engage in hand-to-hand combat once the final grain of sand has dropped within that hourglass, Whis. As from there, we will continue to engage until you have deemed for us to move on to the meditation portion after, as once this is done, we will resume once again, only this time I intend to battle you within the spirit realm, Whis. As from there on, there will be one more lesson that I wish to undergo, but we'll go and save that for the very end and once I'm ready, and so now let's hurry and do this because I'm ready,
I like shit, Beerus. I like those
in the meantime, when then venturing back on over into Universe 15 and seeing God of Destruction Gardox being shown playing cards with Pan was when Angel Vodka went on to chime in, you know, I find it quite ironic that you'd go and want to use the mortals' very own history against them, especially when considering on how strong this, well, this so-called Black Frieza appears to be when compared to that Saiyan, don't you think? So wouldn't you want to go and extract as much as you can by also including that Frieza in this as well, my lord? With Gardox responding, and why should I? This Frieza doesn't appear to be anyone that Beerus would consider an ally to him, so why bother? Gardox questions. For I don't care enough to target target Beerus' enemies, as I only care enough to target those who he'd want to deem and consider an ally far more than anything else, Vodka. Now watch as, but then it was only from out of nowhere before Gardox was shown having to finish his sentence, where Pan was shown having to stand back up by addressing Gardox and responding, Mr. Green, I don't want to play this game anymore. You told me that my papa and Uncle Piccolo were going to have lots of fun here, but they didn't look like they were having any kind of fun here with you at all, and so I want to see my papa and Uncle Piccolo again right this moment, right now, and go home. I don't want to play anymore, with the surprised Gardox responding, You what? You're not having any fun and want to go back home? But you can't just go back home. Why would you want to go back home now? With him responding, No, I'm not. I'm not having any fun, especially since my papa and Uncle Piccolo seem like they're in trouble. And so I want to go and leave right now, Mr. Green. Now please bring them both back. With Gardox responding, Oh, well, you see, little girl, it's not that nice of you to go and raise your voice at me like that, you know. Especially if we're friends,
stall him out, Gardox.
Because I don't really like when mortals go and tell me what to do. And so now be a good little mortal child and sit back down, as it's better if you go and listen to me too, child, for you don't want to go and ruin this awesome little game that I went and put together for us, now do you? Because that wouldn't be very nice of you to go and do now, right, friend? So now go and sit yourself right back down, with Pan having to then shout, No, I don't care about this game anymore, Mr. Green. I want to see my papa and Uncle Piccolo again right now and go back home. Now go and bring my papa back now. In which during this moment back with Black Frieza, as Gohan was now beginning to hear the echoes of his daughter having to cry out for him, was when Gohan then went on to utter, Oh, Pan, I can hear you, Pan. My daughter's in trouble and she needs my help. To which, fortunately enough, from out of nowhere, with Orange Piccolo being shown having to appear and grabbing onto Black Frieza's shoulders, was when Orange Piccolo then went on to shout, Oh, hurry, Gohan, we have less than 60 seconds to go to make a difference here, and so we've got to act right now. So now hurry and power through and use everything that you have, because this may in fact be the one and only chance that we have to do this. How's you again, Namekian? How dare you? Understand that there is nothing that either one of you can do that will change the outcome of what's about to happen. Oh, hurry, it's now or never, Gohan. We have to do this. Which within that very moment now, from out of nowhere, with Beast Gohan shown having to emanate and unleash a massive power, in which even went as far as to catch Black Frieza off guard, was when Frieza then went on to respond, What just happened? What's going on? What are you doing, Saiyan? And just where are you getting all of this power from, you?
That's fucking Gohan, bro.
Just what the hell do you think you're
Black
doing?
Frieza.
Let go.
I'm so mad they ain't bringing the anime, bro. Where's the anime, bro? I'm tired. Look, I love the manga. Where's the anime, man? For the actual Dragon Ball Super story, man. Where is the anime?
In which, at the same time, when then venturing back
I will be
on
watching
over
a new
into
chapter
Universe
of the
15, in seeing
regular
God
Dragon
of
Ball Super.
Destruction Gardox being shown addressing Pan without having to realize as to what was happening, was when Gardox then went on to respond, Yeah, well, too bad. Now go and do as I say and sit back and what just happened? I can't see a thing. And just why in the world is the first card glowing like this? I missed it. What happened, Vodka? Did the mortals lose? With Angel Vodka responding, Well, now that's odd, but if I had to go and take a guess, my lord, I'd say that perhaps maybe there may have been a trigger event that had likely caused the mortals to go and turn the tables against Frieza, and if I'm not mistaken, then I'd even go as far as to say that it looks like something is about to go and emerge through the other side as well, with Gardox then being shown throwing his card out into the distance, with Pan having to respond, Could that really be you, Papa and Uncle Piccolo? Can it really be you? With Gardox shouting, Oh, and the card is burning up too! Get away! In which seconds later, with both Orange Piccolo and Beast Gohan then shown having to emerge on the other side of the card in assuming that they were still fighting against Black Frieza, was when Orange Piccolo then went on to shout, "He's blinded, Gohan, he can't see!" Then we have to hurry because we're almost out of time, Gohan then went on to shout. "This is our chance! And so we have to go and attack him together, Piccolo, so let's go together before he..." But then, it was only just within that very moment as Gohan and Piccolo realized where they were, where Piccolo then went on to respond, "Wait, Gohan, stop! Look, Frieza's gone and we're back. As it looks as though it actually worked. We were able to shatter through."
Y'all were.
Would you look at that, Angel Vodka went on to chime in. The mortals were actually able to find a way to escape and break free with only 7 seconds remaining, as a joyful Pan then went on to shout, "Yay, there you both are! Over here, Papa! Up here, Uncle Piccolo!" "Oh, you've got to be kidding me, but that can't be right," Gardox then went on to add. "For those two were in no position to be able to find a way back here like that, so something isn't right, Vodkel. Explain right now what happened." "Well, judging from the looks of it, based on what I can tell," Vodka went on to then respond, "it appears that the mortals' sudden and unexpected return into our universe was the result of a remarkable power surge that tore through the dimensional fabric," Vodka continues, "as it also looks as though it was Gohan who, in a moment of immense intensity, had seemed to have channeled enough energy to shatter through the barrier dimension that confined them. Which, strangely enough, for that to happen, Gohan would have needed to exert a far greater level of power than the current beast form that he is also shown currently wielding as well," with Gardox responding, "No, but that can't be right, Vodkel. However, perhaps I've been too laxed with these mortals because they were actually able to beat the first stage. Hey, look, up there, Gohan. She doesn't appear as though she was harmed in any kind of way, which at least confirms that Lord Gardox's angel was actually telling the truth and held his word," with Gohan responding, "Well, good, because that's one less problem for us to worry about. Pan! Listen to me, hurry and get away from that God of Destruction and come down here with us right now! You're not safe around him!" In which seconds later, within that moment, as Pan had attempted in having to reunite with Gohan and Piccolo only for Gardox to be shown stopping her, was when Gardox then went on to respond, "Oh no, I don't think so, little one. And just where do you think you're going? Because I never said that you can go and just leave. How disappointing. And here I thought that you were supposed to be my friend, and friends are supposed to listen to each other, aren't they? And so you're not going anywhere, especially since the game is not yet over. Now, unless you know what's good for you," Gardox went on to put Pan back down, "and unless you wish to anger me any more than you already have, then you will sit right there. Papa, Uncle Piccolo, please help me.
Help Pan out,
Mr.
Gohan.
Green made it so that I can't even move, and
Calling
I'm
Mr. Green is crazy.
scared. Pan, stop this! Beast Gohan and Piccolo went on to then shout. "You let her go right now, or I'm going to tear your head off your shoulders, Destroyer, now! And you shut your mouth down there if you know what's good for her, mortal," Gardox went on to then respond. "For you will go and do no such thing, as I will admit that I honestly wasn't expecting for the two of you to go and pass the first stage of my 3 stages of hell game, but, well, now that I can see what I'm up against here, what do you say we go and spice things up a bit by not putting a timer on the next stage that you will both go and undergo, for I promise that it'll be all worthwhile, you pesky little worms. And with how the two of you were shown barely scraping through the first stage, don't delude yourselves just yet," Gardox continues, "because the second stage of my 3 stages of hell game will surely shock you both far beyond your wildest expectations. And so I doubt that either one of you will survive, but let's see if you're clever enough to prove me wrong, so the burden is now yours. But I'll go and leave you both with this, so listen very closely."
Let me know,
Gardox went on
Gardox.
to continue. "The solution to this stage is buried within your memory and experiences. So, if you have any hopes to survive, then you better dig back into your past if you can, as you will find the key to your survival there. And so I'm very eager to see if you can outsmart this next challenge, as regardless of your exhaustion, you'll need to fight for every bit of your freedom. And so aren't aren't you both just so excited? As you're almost at the end of our game, so don't break down on me now, because we still have so much more for the two of you to go and experience. As it was only right then and there now during that moment where the Beyond Dragon Ball Super story of the resurrected fallen gods of destruction, the Universe 15/Universe 16 sagas manga chapter number 4 special, then...
Alright, man, shout out to UnrealEntGaming for this chapter, man. It's a pretty cool chapter, man. I can't wait to see what Gardox got up his sleeve. Beerus, I want to see what he got for Broly and Vegeta and Goku. Sorry if I was getting a little sleepy. Look, I actually recorded this video yesterday, and I did the whole video without recording. So, I'm actually rewatching this for a second time. So, if I didn't give y'all the reaction that I usually probably give you, I apologize. So, anyway. I know y'all look, this is one of my more popular videos. That's why I rewatched it. I hardly ever rewatch it, but anyway. Shout out to UnrealEntGaming. Make sure you check out the last chapter right here. Make sure you check out another anime story, anime related video right here. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.